Hope you appreciate it. I got faith you will.
God asked me who I am, so I'm here to answer. I love to make music without the stanza. When I'm alone I like to groove, but I'm not a dancer. At times I'm really scared, but I'ma still throw my hands up. I love my family regardless of the fuss and fights. I love them all, thanking God she helped me see the light. Proud to be a father, really love my daughter. Miss my baby mama, who would I be without her? I could cry right now when I think of Lila. That was my older sister, indeed I really miss her. Last time that we spoke was on the day of Christmas. Twin for real, 2 years apart, same month, same day, suffer from the same shit, same pain. Had to put her in the ground on our birthday. Now I get why Biggie said it was the worst days. And I don't wanna keep on talking about my family. Every day I'm fighting hard, comfort and insanity. No such thing as randomly, cards that they done handed me. Searching for the Q&A but asking for it candidly. Who am I? A question that I struggle with. Sometimes I don't really know, at times I think I know, but then I really don't. Oh my, what a tangle web we weave. Feeling settled when I think, clear my mind, but that's a tall order. Who am I? I think I answered it, well sort of. You don't even know yourself, but you care about others. Why don't you find out yourself who you are? Why don't you find out yourself who you are? Why don't you find out yourself who you are? You don't even know yourself, but you care about others. Why don't you find out yourself who you are? Why don't you find out yourself who you are? Why don't you find out yourself who you are? Trying to figure it out, it's like you're steady walking through the Sahara Desert and trying to find an alternate route. Need a way out, but fall from a sinner, fall from your typical quitter, fall from being bitter. Sure, there's a bunch of little things that I don't like, but if I sat around and complained every day, where would I be, right? Honestly, I'd rather be happy. Honestly, I'd rather focus on the things that make me smile, even if it's for a while. I just wanna be everything I ever dreamed. It's what makes me, it's what keeps me going, it's what keeps me moving. Even when I wanna quit and say this is it, I think what type of example am I leading for my kids? See, faith without works is a dead road. If we take it too personal, we dead wrong. But I'ma never let up, yes I know we that strong. You don't even know yourself, but you care about others. Why don't you find out yourself who you are? Why don't you find out yourself who you are? Why don't you find out yourself who you are? You don't even know yourself, but you care about others. Why don't you find out yourself who you are? Why don't you find out yourself who you are? Why don't you find out yourself who you are?
God said let there be I, see what I'm set to see. Know the road is cold, feeling my destiny. I walk by faith, there's grace still in my face. Feeling out of place, but I was walking my pace. I miss all my childhood memories. All of my enemies wasn't my enemies. They was controlled by other entities. Now I know every test that was meant for me. God made me struggle so that it could give me muscle. Now I hustle hard. In this matrix, should I catch it in a race? Why run forward? The finish line behind you, take 2 steps backwards. It's that easy to win. Even if they say you lost in the end, you won for not being one. You don't owe them nothing. Binary album out is front. See, these times is earth light. Get your worth right and remind yourself, you gotta find yourself.
You don't even know yourself, but you care about others. Why don't you find out yourself who you are? Why don't you find out yourself who you are? Why don't you find out yourself who you are? You don't even know yourself, but you care about others. Why don't you find out yourself who you are? Why don't you find out yourself who you are? Why don't you find out yourself who you are?
When one door closes, another one opens. But you're never gonna be able to find out what's on the other side, or even that second door for that matter, if you don't take the risk. Find out who you are.